Hello there, beautiful people. My name is Carol, the Tarot Reader, and today I'm going to be doing a reading for the month of April, and it's going to be an abundance reading for the collective. Now, real quick, I want to talk about basically the energies for the month of April. I'm gonna pull two cards to talk about the energy for the month of April and things to look out for. But really, this is an abundance reading for the collective, and that's the theme, and that's the focus, and that's where the conversation is going to be going. But I also want to talk about two important dates that we have for the month of April, and that is April 8th, which is the new moon in Aries, which is a fire sign. And if you don't, if well, my channel is new, but I am a person who follows the moon. I love following the moon. I work with the moon, and that's just my jam. So when I'm doing any kind of readings in relations to abundance, manifestations, things of that nature, I normally look to the moon for that. So with that being said, the two important dates that I want to talk about is the new moon in Aries, which is April 8th. Now, with that new moon in Aries, it's really about like remembering your courage and the courage that's in you, right? And not being afraid to like go for things. But the thing that you have to kind of be careful with is because we are in Mercury retrograde. We just started yesterday. Like, I actually meant to do this video yesterday and I attempted to do it on the wrong day. It just didn't work out for me. But it's okay. I'm still pushing out the video. But the thing is that because we're in Mercury retrograde, it gives you that energy of like wanting to go, 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 but retrograde is like the energy is a little backwards. So it's not the best time to really go for it in that sense, but it is a really good time to, to believe in yourself and really, really take courage into the things that you do want to do for yourself. And what I mean by that is just like it's the perfect time to get things done. When it comes to working with Mercury retrograde energy, it's like the best time to get things done that are already in progress. So it's not the best timing to start new projects or saying new to something big. Like I would say hold your horses until the end of the month when retrograde is over. But the energy that it gives you, feeling like it's going to make you want to create big changes and just go for it. It's just like take note of all that energy and feel it out and really, really tune into it. But it's not necessarily the best time to take like big, really big action. However, it is a good time to complete projects that you already have in progress and really take note to the things that you are feeling and tuning into, because it is fire energy. So it's going to make you want to do big creative like changes. Well, anyway, with that being said, the second date is April 24th. Now, that is the full moon in Scorpio, and that is a water sign. That is like really deep emotions. With that, we're talking about, because it's the full moon, we're talking about transformation, letting things go, and allowing, I guess, your, because it's a water sign, so all about your emotions and creating change with that within your emotions and allowing those changes within your emotions to like really break through, instead of like, I don't know, I guess not being afraid of being yourself, being you, whatever that is. And with that being said, because we're also in Mercury retrograde, I really would say it's best time to really tune into your intuition and trust your gut because of the energies. Sometimes it's really hard to like make big decisions when we're in Mercury retrograde. So we really got to tune in into our intuition and stay true to that, basically. Well, with that being said, let's go. Let's start pulling some cards. So I am going to pull two cards, one from each tarot deck. The first tarot deck I'm using a traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, and the second deck is called the Fifth Spirit Tarot. I just really like working with two decks, so that's what we're going to do, and that's just to we're going to see what energies are we working with for the month of April. So, and what advice does Spirit have for us during the month of April, for this month, in relations to abundance? So, in relations to abundance, all right, there, Spirit team, Spirit guides, what advice do you have for the collective? And can you tell us about the energies that we're going to be working with for the month of April? And what advice do you have so that we may bring abundance, maintain abundance, and advice into enjoying our current abundance that is in our present life in this present moment for the month of April? All right, let's see what we have here. Ooh la la, the Hermit. A lot of internal work and tuning into yourself. That's the energy for the month of April. Let's see what other card we got here. So, and then FYI, I don't read reversals, so if you see a reversal here, I just flip it right side up. All right, so here we got the Devil and we got the Hermit. So here with the energy of the month of April, now it's all about going internal and listening to yourself and figuring out what it is that you want, what's making you happy, and what is it that you want in your life in referencing to abundance. Like, what is abundance to you? You know, it's abundance is not the same for everybody. It's not always materialistic things. It can be materialistic, but it doesn't have to be. Abundance is different for everyone. You just have to figure out what that means for you, because that's what you need to call into your life, because there's things here that are in your way that are basically your bad habits, your devil, that thing that kind of takes away your energy and your willpower from doing the things that actually make you happy, from doing the things that you want. Because a lot of times, like, you see the hands and like the strings, it's kind of like we become puppets when we allow outside things take control over us. So what are outside things? Outside things are things like bad habits, whatever bad habits is to you. It could be anything from procrastination, allowing a partner to have too much control over you, allowing drugs, alcohol, things of that nature, having control over you. Anything that has any kind of control over you, you have to pay attention to, because it takes away from your power and the things that you're trying to bring into, specifically when it comes to abundance. So with this month, it's just like, it's all about, deep, like, listening to yourself, your own intuition, and really internalizing what it is that you want to bring and what it is that makes you happy. What's that abundance for yourself, and what does abundance means for you, and what's getting in the way of your abundance, and paying attention to that, because those are the changes that you're going to have to make and create for the month of April. All right. So with that being said, now I'm going to pull 2 cards per sign in reference to bringing in, maintaining, and advice and enjoying your current abundance in this present moment for the month of April. So we are going to start with Aries. Let's see. I already shuffled. So I'm going to keep it that way. I'm not going to. So the first cards that we're going to start with Aries. So Aries is a fire sign. With Aries, when it comes to abundance, it has to be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself, and you also need to rest, meaning like that you've done a lot of hard work and you're probably just not seeing, I guess, the results that you want, but the thing is just saying, hey, go ahead and be patient and rest for now, because the thing is that you do have beautiful things that are growing. And when they show up for you, you need to be prepared to actually take charge, because mind you, the energy right now is in Aries. And not only that, it's like we're in retrograde. So you're going to get that feeling like, I want to go, 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 go. But really, you need to slow down and kind of rest a little bit, because when it's go time, you need to be well rested for that goal time energy, because it's going to be goal time. Because right now you're just kind of patiently waiting for whatever seeds that you have, whatever it is that you have been working on It's just like whatever projects, ideas, whatever that may be for you when it comes to abundance, it's like you're just waiting for that to bloom. So just be patient because you've done work. You just need rest right now because you've been working and you're not giving yourself a break. So go ahead and give yourself a break during this time frame, because there will be a go time and you need to be ready when it's time for you to go. All right. Now let's go to Taurus. Taurus is Earth. All right. Here, Earth, with the Earth sign, with the Taurus, you guys are speaking up, speaking your truth, saying whatever it is that you have to say. There's also like a little warning here as well, meaning like go ahead and go for whatever it is that you want and speak your truth and say, hey, I want this. This is what I'm going for. I'm not lost days nor confused about what it is that I want. However, tact is important. Words can cut. So everything has a two-edged, like with the sword, you know, your words, you could be very witty with your words and get what you want, but at the same time, it could hurt you and not work in your favor. So with that being said, just watch your words, but make sure you do speak up. Just be tactful, because sometimes, what's that? There's a saying, it's better to use honey versus salt. I don't know. I can't remember the saying, but the point is, yeah, just be a little tactful, but don't hold back on your words, because yeah, when it comes to bringing in abundance, it's like put it out there and go for it, because it's your time, baby. And with the 7 of Cups, really, you have a lot of choices. So when it comes to like what it is that you want, specifically with abundance in your life, like don't just go aimlessly and being like, hey, this is what I want, and then be very, how do I say this, tactful, strategic. Really think through your choices, whatever it is that you're hollering and screaming about, saying, yes, I want this. Like, do it with passion, do it with love, do it with all that good stuff. Just, you know, watch yourself. Don't do it with anger, don't do it out of like impulsiveness, because you have a lot of choices and you want to make the best choice possible. Now, one more time, reminder on the energies that we're working with for this month. You know, it's not the best time to start any new projects, but it is the best time to complete and work on current projects that are in progress. So, you know, thinking about your choices, I just want to put it out there, food for thought. Anyway, speak out, but watch your words while you're doing it, and be very particular and specific as into the choices you're making, because they matter. They matter. You want to bring in the good stuff, not the crazy stuff. All right, so we're going into with Gemini. Gemini is next. Ooh la la, the Ace of Cups. 2 Aces of Cups, Gemini. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, Ace of Cups. Anytime you see cups, that's all about like just bringing in that love, abundance, love, relationships. This is all the good stuff in a package, and really embracing it and enjoying it and saying yes, thank you. During this time for this month, I really would say just enjoy and say thank you to all of your blessings, because here I see your cup being really filled and new opportunities coming. And it's just like whatever current stuff you have, it's just saying thank you, thank you, thank you, and take it in. All the little small things, I would really say for the this month of April, just stay in gratitude and really enjoy your relationships, because relationships for you at this moment, like I feel like you're gonna be on the money, especially when it comes to abundance. Like I really feel strongly that you're gonna, if whatever relationships that you've been wanting to work on or at, um, or even birth, like if you're trying to get pregnant or anything of that nature, Geminis, babies, it's a good time for that. I really, really feel that strong vibe. Um, oh, such good energy for Gemini. I would say just stay in gratitude, say thank you. All right, Geminis. let's see, Cancer. So Cancer, our water sign here. Oh la la, Cancer, water signs. Cancer are very like family oriented people. And here I would say be patient. Be very patient during this time, especially when it comes to abundance and the things that you currently have at this moment. Because it's saying that with the Seven of Wands here, meaning there's something that you've been working on particularly. It may be within when it comes to abundance, this is like whether it's in your work life, in your home life, or in your relationship life, there's something that you've been working at. And it's saying hold your stance, but be patient at the same time. It says like hold your stance, don't just give up. Right now is not the time to give up on whatever it is that you're working on, because it just feels like it's a lot. And it's just like, okay, all you really need to do is breathe. The advice here for uh Cancer, I almost forgot who we were at. The advice here for Cancer, I would say breathe. Just breathe, 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 and you will be okay. And don't give up. Hold your stance, because you are strong, you're fully capable. And especially when it comes to abundance and creating whatever it is that you want within your space, specifically dealing with relationships. I don't know why that felt like I needed to say that. All right, so that is Cancer. All right, Leo's a fire sign. Ooh la la, protecting your home space and whatever that is to you. When it comes to abundance, also when it comes to abundance, and for some reason this feels like your home space, but it could be your workspace, whatever space you're most closest to, meaning you're comfortable in, whether that's your work, your relationship, or your home. But the thing is that you're like in protective stand, like you feel like you need to protect it and take care of it and nurture it. So I would say here for you is, I would say beautify your home, especially when it comes to um calling in that abundance for yourself and feeling in and tuning in. You might be working on, I don't know, getting a new job or something like that, but still take care of your home, take care of your home environment, and be patient with yourself. Because when you start with yourself and with your home space, it's easier to then it could help you create outside of your home space, whatever it is that you're trying to call in or create, specifically when it comes to abundance. I would say that for Leos. Okay, now let's go into Virgo. Virgo, the earth sign. Oh, Virgos, I would say watch, 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 just watch out. Um, how do I say this? Sneaky, 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 sneaky. See, here with this card, with the Seven of Swords, you got somebody here like being kind of sneaky. And with the Three of Pentacles, it's like this is something that you've been working on. This has to do with like teamwork, learning. Whether you've been physically working on a project or physically working on something, whether this is a job within your home or your career, your relationships. This is like a physical, tangible thing. And sometimes you involve other people. And the thing is here is saying is like, just watch your back. Sometimes it is what it is. And don't, how do I say this? Don't give the benefit of doubt. Things are the way they are. Really tune into your intuition. Here for Virgos, for the earth sign, I would really say, really, really trust your gut. Really, really trust your gut and trust your intuition. And if it feels funny, it's because it's funny. All right. That's what I got to say about that. And teamwork is good and it's great and it's going to help you get far. However, I just say pay attention to pay attention to everything that you're doing. Sometimes, and it might not even be on purpose. Sometimes, we could misplace something and leave it, and then somebody else might find it and it becomes a treasure to them. But the thing is, I would say is just be careful, watch. Yeah, I would say just trust your gut on this stuff. Trust your intuition. If it feels funny, it's because it's funny. And that's basically it. All right. Now, when it comes to Libras, Libra, the air signs here. Um, Libras, victory. Dun, dun, dun. So this is actually a pretty good month for you. There's going to be a lot of changes, even if it doesn't feel good to you. Like, how the hell is this good? I got all this crazy changes and shit that I wasn't expecting to happen. It's just like, yes, they might be crazy changes. There might be a lot of things in the air that you weren't expecting. However, they're like what's it called? Blessings in disguise. Like, um yeah, sometimes you don't know that it's a blessing until you go through it and you're like, oh man, aren't I glad that that happened? If it wasn't for X, Y, and Z, I would have never received so and so, or I would have never met so and so, or something of that nature. But the thing is that there's victory and there's success on the other side with all of these changes coming your way. So it's a beautiful thing, Libras. Changes, embrace the changes. Take it slow though, take it slow as the changes comes. The changes might feel like it's coming fast, but just breathe and it's gonna be good. All right, Scorpio, my water signs, the deep, deep feelers and thinkers. It is your time for planning and really thinking and learning and reading and studying. Like, you have everything's in your, like, how do I say this? You have all the tools and the strength that you need in order for you to accomplish whatever big dreams and visions that you may have for yourself. You know, we may have big dreams, maybe have big visions, and all you got to do is really plan it out. So when it comes to abundance and things for that nature, Scorpios, plan it out, physically plan it out, write it out, study it, see if you could find other people who are into that kind of stuff too. Maybe there's a community out there for you, maybe there's a teacher, maybe there's a mentor, maybe there's a book, something to that nature. But plan it out and don't do it alone, because the thing is that reach out for help and figure out how other people are doing it, or how other people have done it, or the ways that you can do it, so you have like a game plan. You're just not going out there, randomly. You have a game plan that you're going to execute. You're like, yeah, I got this. And you got a teacher along the way as well. So that's my advice for you for the month of April, when it comes to bringing abundance into your life. All right, Sagittarius, OMG. Here, Sagittarius, we got the world and the hanged one. It usually says the hanged man, but they titled it differently here. Here we got a full completion, full circle. So here we got a lot of endings. This could be endings to projects, to relationships, to homes, to change. But the thing is that it's a learned lesson. And with this learned lesson, it's actually a good thing, meaning like, whew, you've learned it. You're not going to go through it again. But however, it also means that, like, there's also like nothing major happening as well. I would say that during this time, you just got to like breathe and figure out what your next steps are going to be. Sometimes when God gives us an opportunity to kind of just like reflect, take a step back, reflect. You Sagittarius have gone through a lot. I don't know all the stuff that Sagittarius have gone through recently, but there's been a lot of stuff that they have gone through. But there's some completions, some big lessons that have been learned that is like, oh, I'm not going to go through this again. And it's beautiful that you've learned that lesson, but now it's just time to kind of reflect and think through what your next steps are going to be for the following month. So that's my advice to you for abundance. Think through what kind of abundance you want to call in for the next month, because you just went through some stuff. And yeah, that way you could figure out your next steps. Okay, so now we have Capricorns here. Capricorns are earth signs. Here, a lot of work on your shoulders. You got a lot going on, and burning through the night here with the Knight of Wands. It's just like you literally have a lot going on. I would say to you in this sense is, man, you need an outlet, Capricorns. You can't be doing all of the work by yourself. And maybe you're like, well, but I have to, who else? I don't know. But the thing is that you are going to require proper sleep. And I would say, I don't know why I feel this, but I feel like even like um you need to figure out some sort of way to an outlet as well, because this is a lot of weight. And when we're talking about abundance and we want to bring in abundance, there's so much weight on your shoulder that it's just like we got to make room for some of that abundance. So I would say um I don't mean like less work, because sometimes it's good to work, some because sometimes it's go to like, nah, shit's good, I need to work. But what I want to say is like you need uh like some sort of stress reliever, like somebody to talk to, whether that's talk therapy or going out with friends or having like these little mini moments of like vacation, of taking time to yourself. Because if you remember, the energy in the beginning of the month is the hermit and the devil. So with the hermit, you need to take time to yourself, right? So like give yourself a little bit time to kind of like hang out, because here your devil might be like fucking just, you just like to work a lot, who knows what that might be. But I say this, I was just like, just to alleviate some of that stress off of you, because maybe you like working, I don't know what it is, but you do need some sort of outlet, whether that's hiking, running, um, make having a whole self-care day, um, getting a therapist, something. But the thing is that you need some sort of release, and that would help you, especially when it comes to bringing in more abundance into your life. All right. That was Capricorn. Now let's go with Aquarius. Now Aquarius, my air signs here. Um, we got, ooh la la. Oh, I love, what is this? The cups, the nine of cups. For some reason, I forgot my numbers. Anyway, the yes card. This is like, I love this card because anytime I see this card, it's always the yes card. The like ooh la la card is just the like the bragging card. Uh, well, when it comes to abundance and the things that you're trying to create and the things that you're juggling, is like, yes, you might be juggling a couple of things, but the advice here on whatever it is that you're juggling is, make sure that you're pay attention to what most of your focus is going to. So if you have a goal, you have a dream, if whatever your abundance means to you, whether that's materialistic or whether that means spending more time with family and friends or whether that's making more money, it's just like, pay attention to what matters more to you. So if you're juggling a couple of things and you're putting all of your energy to something that isn't going to help you towards calling in whatever abundance is for you, then like, it's still gonna come to you, but very slowly. So my advice to you as Aquarius is that while you're juggling things, make sure you prioritize correctly. All right. So the things that matter most to you, that are actually going to help things move towards your direction, make sure you're working towards that. All right. Because you got the yes card here. So things are going to be working in your favor. So whatever it is that you're going to be working on for this month, for the month of April, is going to be working in your favor. You just are going to be juggling a couple of things. That's all. And yeah, just be careful to the things that you're paying attention to. Prioritize correctly. All right. So for Pisces here, my water sign, let's see what is going on. I would say, yes, pay attention to your finances, pay attention to how you're spending. I would say go ahead and go old school. And literally, if you don't, how do I say this? If you don't already have your finances squared away, I would say just go old school and just literally write down, how much you make, how much bills you spend every month. what your debt is like, and then what your reserve is at the end, meaning like how much can you actually spend at the end. Just knowing those numbers. You don't have to do like a crazy Excel spreadsheet, but just to know your numbers so that you know what you're working with, right? Because we also get here the Six of Pentacles. With the Six of Pentacles, that means like you're also going to be receiving, even though you're probably holding on tight to your money and be like, I'm not spending. There's also going to be some sort of balance here where you're going to receive to help you out during this time frame for you, which is a good thing. But while that's happening, sometimes we have to learn how to bless ourselves. So let's say somebody blesses us with, I don't know, donations of some sort, some stuff that we need, that we've been calling on. And that's a beautiful thing, because that right there, that's already that's abundance. That's a blessing. That's a blessing from the universe, from other individuals, from human beings. Um, the thing is that it's meant to help us bring balance. So when we're feeling too tight, in our finances, that we can't like relax a little bit, like sometimes there's like a magical blessing that comes to kind of balance out our finances, our abundance, and the things that we have, so that we could kind of relax a little bit. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because it's also important to kind of give yourself a life. Sometimes, what I mean, when we get so tight with our money, we forget to give ourselves a life. And the only reason why I mention this, I don't want to say, oh, go ahead and go shopping. No, if the timing for you is not that, don't go do that. But do something nice for yourself, whether that is to go to a park, to go meet up with a friend, to go hiking, to go. You don't have to spend money in order to enjoy something. You could do something on the cheap, on the low end, whatever. You could get creative. But the thing is, go ahead and give yourself a life. And and do watch your finances and give thanks to whatever blessings that are coming your way, because it's going to help balance things out for you so that you don't feel depleted. So it's more like it goes from like, that. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, all right. That right there, that is our abundance reading for the month of April for the collective here. I hope that you enjoy that and that you have a blessed day, month, and all that good stuff. Bye.